A former reality TV villain is using AI-generated Batman videos and Silicon Valley billions to try and take over the city of Los Angeles.
I mean, it literally sounds like a comic book plot, right? But it is actually happening right now.
It really is. Welcome to the deep dive, everyone. We are jumping right into the middle of this totally explosive 2026 Los Angeles mayoral race.
Yeah, and it is a wild one.
So Mayor Karen Bass, she's fighting to keep her seat in a primary that is surprisingly tight. And her main challenger isn't, some career politician.
No, not at all.
It's Spencer Pratt, like the guy from the old MTV reality show The Hills.
Which is just crazy to think about.
Right, and he is pulling in 22% in the polls.
And he's actually backing those numbers up with some serious cash. He's got this super weird alliance funding him. Like you have major Hollywood Democrats teaming up with right-wing tech billionaires.
It makes no sense on paper, but this local race has basically become ground zero for the future of our elections. We're talking deep-fake campaign ads, massive debates over how to run a city. It's all happening here. So to figure this out, we looked at a bunch of reporting today. We pulled from the LA Times, The Guardian, FOX 11, plus some academic analysis from UCLA and some background stuff on Wikipedia.
Yeah, and our mission today is really to unpack how celebrity, artificial intelligence, and just like unprecedented tech wealth are colliding to reshape politics.
Exactly. And real quick, before we get too deep into the weeds, our sources cover some highly charged political stuff today.
Yeah, we are going to be talking about the Silicon Valley.
Right.
And some very specific conservative policy proposals from Pratt's campaign.
Right. And we just want to be super clear to you listening. We are not taking sides here.
No, not at all.
We're not endorsing any of these viewpoints. We are strictly here to impartially analyze the facts from the sources. We just want to show you exactly what is happening under the hood of this race.
We're just the tour guides today.
Exactly. So to really understand all this high-tech money, we actually have to go back to the ground level disaster that started it all.
Yeah, because every political outsider needs an origin story, right?
Right. You need a spark.
And for Spencer Pratt, that spark was on January 7, 2025.
The Palisades fire.
The Palisades fire.
Yeah.
And the reporting on this is just, it's grim.
It really is. I mean, the scale of it is hard to even wrap your head around. They lost over 6,800 structures.
It's massive.
12 people died.
Yeah, just awful. And during all that chaos, Spencer Pratt's own home, this $2.5 million house, it burned completely to the ground.
Wow.
And if you read the details of his 911 call, it is chilling. He was on the phone begging for help as the fire got closer, and the dispatchers, they flat out told him there were no firefighters available.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, the system was just totally overwhelmed. He just had to stand there and watch his house burn.
And the sources show that was the turning point for him. Like, he stopped being the reality TV villain that day. He turned into this furious anti-establishment guy.
He actually sued the city.
He did. He blamed Mayor Bass directly. Because during the worst of the fire, even with all the extreme weather warnings, she was on a diplomatic trip to Ghana.
Yeah, and he really grabbed onto that.
Yeah.
He used it to highlight what he called an extreme lack of accountability from the current establishment.
So he takes all that anger, and exactly 1 year later, on January 7, 2026, he launches his campaign for mayor.
The timing was definitely not an accident.
Definitely not. And he didn't just come out yelling. He brought a really specific conservative platform with him.
Yeah, he wants to increase the police force to 12,500 officers.
Which is a huge jump.
Massive. He also wants to work with icy federal immigration enforcement. Plus, he wants to decrease funding for homelessness programs and pivot to a strict treatment-first approach for drugs.
He is basically positioning himself as the ultimate outsider, the guy who is going to fix a broken system because he's not part of it.
Exactly.
But, I look at this origin story, and it feels so much like a comic book movie.
Oh, 100%.
A massive fire destroys his home, the city fails him, and he rises from the ashes as a vigilante. It's so dramatic.
It's very cinematic.
But in reality, Mayor Bass has a $3.7 million war chest. She has huge roots in the system.
Right.
And even with 40% of voters still undecided, how does a guy who is currently living in an Airstream trailer on his burned-out lot actually fight a $3.7 million political machine?
Well, he found a different machine.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He tapped right into this massive wave of billionaire cash that is flooding California politics right now.
Okay, let's talk about the money, because I was shocked when I read this. Between January and April of 2026, Pratt raised $538,000.
Which is a lot for a guy in a trailer.
Right. But it's who gave him the money. He got maximum donation, so $1,800 a person from huge Hollywood Democrats.
Yeah, like Haim Saban.
Exactly. Haim Saban is a billionaire entertainment guy, a huge historic mega donor for the Democratic Party, and he maxed out for Spencer Pratt.
It's pretty wild.
Right.
But the Hollywood money is really just the start. The real heavy hitter here is this group of the sources called the Silicon Valley.
The tech political complex?
Exactly. And they are heavily funding races all over California.
Yeah.
They spent a record-breaking $39 million just on state lobbying in 2025.
$39 million on lobbying alone.
Just lobbying. And the individual spending is even crazier. Sergey Brin, one of the Google co-founders, he spent $82 million out of his own pocket fighting a billionaire tax.
Wow.
And then Chris Larson, this big crypto mogul, dropped $26 million into various PACs. And his goal was explicitly to, quote-unquote, rebuild the state capitol.
Meaning fill it with politicians who like tech.
Exactly.
But see, I always assume these tech guys just want normal stuff, like lower taxes.
Right.
But the sources say they want aggressive domestic deregulation, they want military civil AI integration, and technological blockades against China.
They want the government completely out of the way.
But wait, how does putting Spencer Pratt in the LA mayor's office help them fight a global tech war with China?
Okay, so it comes down to regulations, right?
Yeah.
California is the 5th largest economy in the world. Los Angeles is the biggest city. It's a huge shipping port. It has tons of defense contractors. If these billionaires can get a friendly mayor and break the local regulations in LA, they create a sandbox.
A sandbox.
Yeah. A place where they can test AI, drones, all this new tech without dealing with local red tape.
Ah.
They believe that to beat China, they have to move incredibly fast.
Oh.
So controlling local regulators is step one.
Okay, that makes sense for the tech guys, but I'm still so confused by the Hollywood side.
It's an odd couple.
Very. Pratt is running on this conservative platform, more cops, working with ICE, cutting homeless funding. Why are Hollywood Democrats teaming up with right-wing tech billionaires to fund him?
Well, the sources show they're basically united by one thing. They're both totally frustrated with the current city management.
Just general anger at the status quo.
Yeah. The Hollywood guys hate the crime and the visual state of the streets. The tech guys hate the taxes and the rules. They want totally different things in the end, but they both want to knock down the current leadership.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Exactly. And Pratt is the perfect wrecking ball because he doesn't owe anyone in the political establishment any favors.
And this tech alliance isn't just about money, is it?
No, the technology itself is actually running the campaign messaging now.
The AI videos.
The deepfakes, yeah.
These videos are insane. So there's this filmmaker named Charlie Curran making these fan-made AI videos, and the Pratt campaign just constantly reposts them.
They love him.
And getting back to that comic book thing, they literally depict Pratt as Batman.
Yeah, he's the Dark Knight saving L.A.
While Mayor Bass, Governor Newsom, and Kamala Harris are all dressed up like the Joker, and you see these AI crowds throwing tomatoes at them.
It's so surreal.
It is. And Chris Madden, this AI expert from UCLA, had a really interesting take on this.
Oh, yeah, he pointed out that doing this in the past would have taken millions of dollars and a huge film crew.
But now you just need a laptop.
Right. But even more importantly, Madden says this is a new Hollywood-style political strategy. By using familiar characters like Batman and the Joker, the campaign immediately hacks into your emotions.
Because, I mean, nobody really wants to hear a politician explain zoning laws for 30 seconds.
Exactly. But if they dress up as a superhero you already love, it turns this complicated election into a very simple, primal battle of good versus evil.
Which is incredibly effective, but also, naturally, causing a huge backlash.
Oh, a massive one. Mayor Bass called the videos scary. She said they were a violent turn for social media.
And you can see why. If you constantly portray your opponents as literal supervillains who need to be defeated, tech ethicists are warning that could push unstable people to actually commit real-world violence.
It completely shifts the tone of the election.
Haven't lawmakers tried to stop this? Didn't California try to ban AI deepfakes in elections?
They did try, but they ran into a wall with the courts. Federal judges actually blocked those laws.
Because of the First Amendment.
Yeah. The courts are saying that political speech, even if a computer makes it, is protected. The government cannot ban it.
So what are voters supposed to do? How do you know it's real?
Well, right now, the only real defense is a watermark.
A little label on the video?
Right. Social media sites try to tag them. But the second someone downloads that video and texts it to their mom or puts it in a group chat, that watermark usually vanishes.
The context is just gone.
Completely gone.
It feels like they are pirating the emotional weight of a billion-dollar blockbuster movie just to win a local mayor's race.
It really does.
Are we just totally past the point of normal debates now? Is every election going to be a deepfake comic book war?
Well, that's what the LA Times was saying. They called this a harbinger, like a massive warning sign for the whole country.
Which is exactly why you, the listener, really need to care about this. You might not live anywhere near Los Angeles, but LA is the testing ground.
Always has been. What works in California does not stay in California.
Exactly. These tactics, the AI attack ads, billionaires totally bypassing political parties to fund local outsiders, they're perfecting the playbook right now, and it is coming to your local ballot very soon.
And we're going to find out if it works really soon.
The primary is June 2.
Yep. And with 40% of voters still completely undecided, this race is going to prove if this bizarre political experiment actually works.
It's the ultimate stress test for democracy. Will the billionaire cash and the Batman deepfakes actually get people to the polls?
We'll see.
It's going to be fascinating to watch. So we want to leave you with a final thought to mull over.
Yeah, think about this next time you're scrolling on your phone and see a political ad.
If an AI-generated video of a guy dressed as Batman can evoke more emotion and pull in more votes than a traditional policy campaign,
Will the politicians of the future even need to be good leaders?
or will they just need to be good characters for the algorithm?
Definitely something to think about.
Thanks for listening. We'll catch you on the next Deep Dive.